Welcome to another podcast from It's Football, Not Soccer. Today I'm joined by Michael
Hi there.
and Jordan,
What's going on, guys?
and with myself, Tope. We are going to talk about Tim Sherwood. He recently lost his job at Aston Villa, so we're going to talk about him and Aston Villa, really. So what do you think, guys?
I think I'm not surprised the way that Aston Villa have been going over the last few seasons, the amount of times they've sacked managers. I think considering the good job he done last year of coming into a team that was rock bottom in terms of confidence and performance levels, to suddenly then save him from relegation, and not only that, but get him to an FA Cup final, I think was a great job. And I think that he deserved a little bit more time this season. 10 games in, I know they've only got 4 points, but I think that the Villa board panicked a little bit too early, and I think that the players were still behind him, and that he could have and should have probably stayed a little bit longer, at least given maybe till Christmas.
What do you think, Jordan?
Yeah, I think the same. I mean, I think they panicked, but if you do look at the stats and results they've had, they haven't won a game since September, apart from, of course, their league victory against Birmingham City. But yeah, it wasn't a good run of form, so I can't see why they'd get rid of him so early. But yeah, as Michael said about the cup run, to get to the final with that squad is amazing. I think he should have deserved a bit more time to sort of prove his worth.
How well do we hold Tim Sherwood in the rankings of a manager? Because, you know, he started as interim at Tottenham. He got the position at Tottenham, one of the, best teams in England, known, nationwide, worldwide. Do you think he'll be able to get another Premiership job? Because I personally don't. I think now he's actually going to have to go to the Championship with a team there and actually rebuild his reputation. Because although he's done some good things at Aston Villa and he did good things at Tottenham, I don't think he's earned the credentials to just get another job at the Premiership. What do you think?
I'm surprised. He was obviously very lucky. He started at Spurs in, I think, 2008 it was, with the youth development team. And he done some excellent work there, and now Spurs are seeing the benefits of that. Obviously, it's not all down to him, but you've seen players like Benter there break through, Mason.
Because he had Chris Ramsey, the QPR man, he was involved
and they
as
was
well.
there, so was there's Ferdinand. So, and when Villas-Boas got sacked and he came in, I was quite happy with the appointment. I thought it would be good to get him to the end of the season. He done very well at Spurs. I think it was our highest win percentage in terms of a manager. I know it was only for half a season, 2/3 of a season, but still, he done very well, and he brought the best out of some players like Danny Rose, Adebayo, and then the next season he done well, bringing the best out of Benteke, and that's obviously another factor. He lost the spine of his team. He lost Vlar, Delph, and Benteke, so it's hard to expect him to then go to be even better this season, considering last season they was fighting relegation. But I think I agree with you. I think it might be good for him to go down and maybe to a Championship team and be with them for a few years and kind of
work his way back up.
He's still learning as well. So then I think, but one day in about 5-10 years, I think he'll be a great manager.
Yeah, because he is still learning, because he hasn't had that experience of losing top players and replacing them with, unknown, potentially players that can step up to the plate. So, a few, just to round it off, how do we think Aston Villa are gonna do now? There was reports about David Moyes possibly taking over, but they've gone for a French manager.
Remy Gard. That's who they're thinking.
Yeah.
Apparently he was odds on favourite, but not anymore because he couldn't get his backroom staff. But I think whoever he goes for, or whoever Aston Villa go for, I can't imagine there's going to be dramatic improvements. I think they do have the ability to stay up, but there's not much potential beyond that at the moment. It's a long-term job, and they just need to have the faith in someone to keep him in there for a while.
Jordan, what do you say the owner is the major problem with Aston Villa? Because if you think only not a few years back, but 5-6 years back when Martin O'Neill was there and the players that he had to his disposal, your Milners, your Agbonlahours, your Carews, your Stuart Downings, he had a very good team, and they were sixth. They were getting sixth, and they wanted that Champions League spot. They had Ashley Young, if I didn't mention him. So do you think it's down to the owner, or is there something else?
I mean, you can put it down to the owner. Personally, I'd say that the fighting spirit I've seen in the sort of Aston Villa squad that you mentioned now to what we see nowadays, like you had your sort of Vymans, you've got a lot of players that used to fight, like see out the game for a whole 90 minutes. I mean, you see the game versus Stoke not so long ago, it was in October, and I saw no really fighting spirit in sort of games that at home that they should be winning or should be contesting against. I'm just not seeing the same Aston Villa squad that we're so used to seeing a couple of years back.
Okay. And just to finally end it now, I just want your predictions. Will Aston Villa stay up or will they get relegated? Michael?
Like last season, stay up by the skin of their teeth.
Jordan?
I think they'll struggle. They'll push on to try and get out the relegation, but I think they will get relegated this season.
They will get relegated. Okay. I think they're going to get relegated. Depending on the manager they appoint. If they appoint a foreign manager, I don't think there's a lot of managers that can get Aston Villa from where they are at the moment, so I think they'll get relegated. But thanks for listening, guys. Please like, subscribe and comment, and that's goodbye from me.